Hey, what's up? So much shit going on, man. I haven't really been smoking too much. I lost like 15 pounds in like a week's time. I haven't been feeling well. I've been so stressed out for like 4 or 5 days. My heart's just, oh my God, it feels so tight. My watch says my heart's rhythm's so fine, so I'm trusting my Samsung watch. Um, but even now, lack of sleep, I'm just so stressed out. So much crap's going on with me. My life. It's all started with Walmart. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. I mean, this world's gone to hell. Let me fire this up. I only smoked it like one time in the past 2 weeks. And when I smoke, sometimes I get the munchies. I get rice cakes and I snack on rice cakes. Sometimes I eat a whole pack of rice cakes. It's like, what, 400 calories? But I haven't been smoking, no munchies, and dropped 15 pounds. I just have no appetite. Okay, I got to preheat this. Click twice, preheat it. There's that ooze twist two pen. I like it. It won't take me much now. I was building up a tolerance before I wasn't getting effects. And that's why these people do these ball vapes, these hammers or nails, e nails or whatever. Because I guess if you if you have a tolerance, the e nails are pretty good. I wouldn't mind trying that vape Lana one, that Ace or whatever. But there's a live rosin. I don't know if it's thicker or what. I mean, it don't look thicker, but it can be. Looks can be deceiving. So I'm preheating it again. Let me get into it. This ain't really much about smoking except from the munchies and losing weight without smoking. Um, and it's hard to stop smoking because you just want them that feel good, that relaxation. And I know with how I've been feeling, this I tried it about a week ago when I had the same tightness in my chest, so much stress. I'm a worry wart. I get stressed. I worry about everything. I have heart conditions from the stress. My blood tests work come back fine all the time. I almost died because of the arteries being clogged up. Five of them. I'm like, how? They just looked at me and said stress, and I can't stop it. I mean, it was so bad. I was getting ready to go into the hospital to have him give me a shot to put me to sleep for a day or two. I mean, that's how bad it has been. It's just slowly letting up now. Like 5 days later, I'm getting stressed just talking about it. I'll tell you the start of it. Is Walmart. Um, Fucking Walmart was the start of it. I ordered Walmart delivery. I had the Walmart Plus. I got it last year when it was like 30, $40 for the year. I guess it was $40, maybe $50 for the year. I just got a refund on it. And I'm like 25, 30 miles away, and I probably shouldn't have did the refund, but I did. Um, because I haven't left the house in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I just don't want to go anywhere. I'm comfortable at home. I'm a homebody. I'm homebound. Probably years ago, people would call me Back when I was a kid, people would call people like me that stay in the house like this and by themselves, unfortunately, they call them a shut in. So maybe I'm a shut in. Um, but that's what they call it, loner. I mean, I think a loner would go out also more. I just don't want to go anywhere. I'm comfortable at home. Um, I like being at home. I like being with my puppy. Well, about 4 years old, but I like being with the dog. Um, I get these sad eyes when I leave and breaks my heart. But anyway, my chest is getting tight again. Um, but I couldn't even do it. I knew smoking wouldn't even help it. Talking about it's gonna stress me out big time. But I don't know. You have to talk about things sometimes. Maybe get over it. But it's really bothered me with everything that transpired. So Saturday evening, not quite dark yet, but getting there. Ordered Walmart delivery. It's munchies because I was planning on smoking. So I wanted munchies because I had absolutely nothing. Like a 30, 40, maybe a $40 order. Order Walmart. Anyway, they finally were on the way here. They give you a map and you can see the location I'm coming. I turned the outside lights on, floodlights all around the property. I have an address sign by the road. Standing out in the front porch, got the front porch light on. Lit up like Fort Knox. Watch them on the map. Okay, they're almost there. I go outside, standing outside. Car comes down very slow. Stops, passing me, stops, backs in my driveway, turns around and leaves. I'm watching on the map like, what the hell? There's my driveway. Probably some Spanish person, most likely. Um, they go down the road. About 10 minutes later, they turn around and come back. They pull in my neighbor's driveway across the street, backs out, and leaves. They go 30 miles back into town past that. They pass the store, Walmart, where they come from, pass another Walmart, go another 20 miles on the other side of that store. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm getting stressed out of now. So I call Walmart up. Now, by this time here, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and you, oh no. Anyway, hey, stop. Anyway, trying to get a hold of a person with Walmart, and I'm going to give her something to snack. Here, I'll give her one of my treats. That's what she wants. She wants me to go to bed, but she'll take a snack. Anyway, Dr. Brat has me wrapped around a ball. Um, anyway, trying to get through to Walmart, it wants to know what you want. Return, or I forget what, talk to a store, or Walmart credit card. And I said, complaint, driver issue. And the computer, the AI couldn't understand it. And he kept telling me the same thing, and I'm calling it all kinds of names. I need to record my calls. So anyway, I finally get through to somebody. Person has an accent. You can't understand the damn people. I'm calling this person. Finally, and I told them like 5 times. So they were here, back then, left, come back, a couple minutes later, went across the street, backed out, and left. Went 30 miles in town. I don't know if you know what miles are, but 30 miles is probably like 50 kilometers. I said, pass that Walmart stores. And then I said, can you see them on the map? No, we can't see them, but we can tell the different distance. Okay, do you see it getting further? Yeah, they're probably on their way doing another delivery before they come to you. They'll come to you. I said, they were here. They were in my drive. This was going on, I don't even know for how long. I'm sorry, I'm getting stressed out talking about it. Um, the idiots had no clue, couldn't understand. Hey, that fucking pissed me off. I said, what country are you in? From the Philippines or India? Nope. The new country doing the call centers now must be cheaper. Malaysia. And I'm like, don't you effing people have an effing brain? And they wouldn't hang up, which to my amazement, it would have just pissed me off more. And this is going on for like a half an hour, 40 minutes. I want to talk to your supervisor. And I mean, you talk about bullshit. This poor, pure bullshit. Man. And it's getting effing worse. Oh my God. I can't deal with it. That's just the beginning. This is so finally about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I end up talking to somebody that has a quarter of a brain at Walmart. Says, "Well, we'll go ahead and give you $10 credit for that order, and you won't even have to do it. I'll recreate the order, and they'll bring it to you tomorrow." Okay, I said. So I go in, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get other stuff too. This what was a $35 order, and then 25 because they gave me the $10 credit. Turned into like $180 order. One of the things I got was ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream. Anyway, it was supposed to come next morning between, which was a Sunday, supposed to come between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. I'm sorry, excuse me. I ordered this. I'm waiting to try and watch them on the map. About 10 minutes before they get here, I see them on the map. But an hour or so before this, I got the thing that your order is going to be arriving soon. And usually, every my 4 or 5 experiences before this, I was able to track them, see them on the website. But this time I could. Um, I'm sorry. You're an asshole. Stop. Let me see that. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm really. She knows what she's doing, and she won't hand it to me. She's teasing me. Now it's mine. Here's what the toy looks like. She's the third puppy with it. The last puppy didn't play with it much, but the one puppy, oh my God. And with my brother, before he passed away, he used to wiggle that with his roommate that he had from work trying to help the poor guy out, Bones. That has a long history um, of annoying. And now she annoys me when she wants my attention with it. So anyway, Walmart was supposed to bring this order out. And I couldn't track it. There's a little hole in the wall, little store, gas station from like 40 years ago. That's how small it is. Um, First drivers, now I've frozen ice cream and some other frozen stuff there. It's 85, 90 degrees out or more. And they stop at this hole in the wall. I don't know if they were getting gas or what for like 10 to 15 minutes. They get here. I'm like, well, and I'm getting more and more stressed out with what happened the night before and now this. So I'm thinking, well, everything will be okay if they have a cooler, they could have an ice pack, everything could be okay. Would Walmart let somebody for a half an hour, 40-minute drive frozen stuff with ice cream without a cooler bag? Nah, probably not. I know DoorDash, they have special, they know what people have their insulated bags and stuff. I guess they let them take cold stuff. Not sure how that works. But anyway, then I thought, oh, or the driver's not stupid enough to bring frozen stuff, frozen ice cream this far without a cooler bag. But I knew I was wrong about that when this driver with frozen stuff stopped at a little hole in the wall store or gas station for 10, 15 minutes. Maybe they were getting gas. They should have gotten gas before they started this delivery. They should have got gas on the way back from the last delivery. Um, the person gets here and can't even speak English. I had given them a 10% tip. It was like $15. I went back on Walmart. You can go online and take that away. I feel the ice cream. I bring stuff in. They hand me stuff. I come in and bring it in, put it on the counter. I go back out, and the driver already put a lot of stuff on the doorstep in front of the door. It was in the vehicle and on the way out of here. One of the things was ice cream. Basically, like milk. Oh my God. So I had to deal with Walmart again. Okay, they gave me like $50 back out of the $150 order or whatever. But, and then I thought about it more. I'm so stressed out at this point. My heart's pounding. I'm super stressed. My heart's tight. Called Walmart and canceled my Plus membership out. I thought, you know what? They want to have call centers in Malaysia. Let the people from Malaysia give them business. I don't want to give them fucking business. I don't need to deal with the shit. I don't need to deal with your crap either. Go lay down. Telling me to go to bed. Go lay down. Don't look at me and smile. Stop. Anyway, I had to pull a drawer out here, sitting at a desk, but if I don't, she's going to put her feet up on top of me very shortly. Anyway, Walmart gave me like $50 back off that order, which I canceled the Plus membership out. I thought, you know what? I don't want to deal with this crap no more. I'm done. I know you got to deal with them, but I'm going to spend the least amount of money I can from now on at these companies that use these offshore call centers where you can't even understand people. My web hosting company used to be HostGator, and I think they own Bluehost. They own like 20, 25 different companies. When I went with them, they had 24/7 call center, United States support people. Then a year or two ago, they not a good plan, paying price increase. They usually give you maybe a 10%, 15% discount if you renew them. Because the first time you sign up with a hosting provider where they host internet, so first time they give you like an 80, 90% discount. Anyway, I've been with HostGator a long time, and I had a lot of stuff on their server. Because I got my WordPress website store. Um, these videos are going to be up there too. I switched web servers just recently because I was paying for another product called SiteLock to keep hackers out of the site and stuff so they couldn't get in and basically destroy it and I'd have to rebuild it. HostGator says they give you a free SSL. Every time it renews, because it's a free one or their cheap one, however they're doing it, it's a gimmick. However they're doing it, it renews and it breaks this site thing with SiteLock. This other company, even though they own this, the hosting company owns SiteLock. And I know years ago I bought SiteLock through the hosting company and they could call SiteLock directly. And this time here, when I've been dealing with this for the last 3, 4 years, my website goes down. I don't know it until after it's down for a week, 2 weeks. I have two websites, and they constantly go down throughout the year because these certificates are 4 months, whatever, they renew them. Every time it renews, it don't let that part B know. So last time I called them up, I said, how about contacting these other people? You have a direct line? But I didn't want to wait on hold. Oh, no, we're not going to. I said, we can't do that. We don't have their number. I said, don't lie to me. You do have their number. You did it before. So they lied to me. This ain't the first time. So I just got tired of it. And the 24/7, 2, 3 years ago, the phone support was like, it wasn't 24/7 no longer. And now when I just said something to them, I said, you know what? I can't wait to get away from these people. I'm leaving. And my term, I left them. I paid for another place 6 weeks before this one here expired to move it over and all this stuff. And I have no problems. I want to get rid of them that much. I changed to what they call in-motion hosting. So far, I know their support's not, phone support's not 24/7. I don't do well in chat. And it's offshore. The phone support's offshore on weekends. And they have chat support after that in the evenings. I knew this going into it when I switched over, but at least they have some call center support in the United States during normal business hours. So I went with them, and then they're not part of HostGator. Stop, your nose is cold. Um, or Bluehost or any of them people. Got away from them, and I'm not looking back. I'm pretty happy with where I'm going to right now. Because changing everything over, I had to call them 2, 3 times. There's an issue with the one WordPress site. There was an issue with email accounts. And then here's where the hosting providers get you, not just this one, but all of them. If you have, they limit their backup size to like 10 gigs. So if you have old movies or whatever, some stuff on there, or a big website, and taking up more than that, their backups won't back up your server space if you're in a shared hosting site. You got to buy more. Now, when I just signed up for InMotion hosting, I signed up for 3 years. It was like $200, and I had like 11, 12 gigs of stuff on the server, and that's it. It wouldn't back it up. I had to buy more space. Now it cost me that much, $200 some for 3 years. Web host. I bought, they charge you for extra space so that you can have backups. Then they tell you, well, you should have three backups. It backs it up every day and it overwrites the oldest one. Or every 3 days, it backs it up and overwrites the oldest one so you can have three of them. That way, if something happens that you don't catch in 9 days. Here's the catcher. I did buy more space for me to buy 10 gigs for them 3 years. They prorated it. It's only been a couple of days I've been with them. It was like 60 some dollars. Come on now. That's their money grab. That is their money grab. And it's not just in motion hosting, it's all of them. All the cheap ones. They're grabbing money wherever they can. I don't know the other money grabs yet in here. Because I don't really have complicated sites or anything. So anyway, I dealt with Walmart stuff. And I had a bicycle supposed to be here. My problem with FedEx, you know about that. I'll give you an update about FedEx too. Not now, but the next video. Which I may do tomorrow. Because this one's gonna be long. It's gonna be way long. So much shit, terrible shit has happened to me. So stressed out. I'm half stressed out now talking about it. I'm going back to flour after this. I got my cheesecloth to strain the flour when I make the brownies. Because I guess you soak the old flour in the water. Now I'll tell you the steps when I make it. I know nothing about cheesecloths. These are big pieces. I guess I can cut them apart. I'm going to cut them apart. Hopefully that works. It's just the cheapest ones I can find were just big pieces. I know I only need a little piece like that. Because I guess you soak the flour in water, then you strain it, and so you keep doing this till you get clean water. Then you can use the weed or flour into whatever. So anyway, goes to this here. I thought, you know what? If I had this, there's an insurance that you can get. It's like Aflac. If you're hospitalized, it pays you for when you're in the hospital. The credit union offered it one time. So I tried to get it, and something was wrong. They weren't charging me or something. Anyway, I never had it. And this was a couple of years ago. So I thought, you know what? If I had this insurance right now, I'd be going in the hospital, find out what's wrong with me, or get them to give me a shot to knock me out. I need to stop this stress and this heart. And I'm still going. And it is like 5 days later, 4 days later. It's a lot better right now. Today I was bedridden probably 3/4 of the day. Yesterday probably same thing. Because I just laid down. I felt that bad. So I was gonna die. Um, I still feel that way. And I'm thinking, man, just let me die and get this over with, man. It got to be wrong. I was even thinking about assisted suicide. If this was an assisted suicide state, I probably would have did it. That's how bad I felt. Um, yeah, for you youngins out there, wait until you get old. Hopefully, I hope, for God's sake, I really do. I hope things get better. The stress that you kids got to be going, you young people got to be going through. But yet, I don't know. At some respects, I think it's easier on you because you don't know how it was for this country to be great. It really was a good country. Neighbors knew neighbors. Neighbors would help each other. If someone misbehaved in school, the teacher would grab a hold of them, throw them up against a wall, yank their hair, beat them, beat them with a paddle their ass. People had respect. And someone said, yeah, but that's out of fear. That's not learning. That's learning from fear. I thought we don't have people saying, calling everybody every 4-letter word, shouting it across parking lots and stores like you do now, or gas stations. We had respect. So, yeah, I think even out of fear, respect from fear, you know, now this is a young person that was cuddled with love all the time, probably never had ass beaten. Um, and I imagine many of you young kids never had your ass beat either. But I guarantee you, most of you deserved it. Because parents wanted to be best friends with kids. Oh, you don't hit my kid. How people supposed to learn? How you supposed to learn? I don't know. And then these people are used all your whole life. You're used to calling up a phone, talking to a robot, trying to get somebody. Um, and then these people can understand these languages a lot better, I imagine. Or you people are tolerant of it because that's all you know. Trust me, it sucks. So Walmart wants to do that. They don't need my money. I know I'm nothing. But if every good-blooded American did the same thing, Walmart's going to either get call centers from the United States again, English-speaking calls, native English-speaking call centers, or they're going to start losing business. I'm going to check out Target. If Target has English-speaking call center, I'm going to start doing more of my shopping at Target. I do a lot of stuff at Sam's Club for the business. I'm probably going to change that. I hate to, but I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to call Sam's Club up, see what their call centers are like. If it's that, I know the store manager pretty well. I probably spend $15,000-$20,000 a year at Walmart, at least. I know the manager there 4, 5, 6 years, pretty good guy. But Walmart has them so well trained that they won't step over the line. Not even in it. They won't even come close to the line. I said to him about 3 years ago, they had this bucket of car wash stuff there, a 5-gallon bucket, Armor All filled with car wash stuff. One bucket sitting on a pallet at a rack space, taking up the whole space. Still at regular price, like $60. And just happened to be in the store when we happened to be walking past there. And I thought, you know what? Maybe he'll mark it down. And I said, not there. I said, well, what are you going to do with that? I said, if you mark it down a little bit, I'll take it. He said, it's like this. He said, up until a year or two ago, and this is like 3, 4 years ago, he told me this. He said, up until about a year or so ago, he said, I could. He said, I could. He said, I would have marked it down a long time ago. He said, but I can't. I got to do exactly what the corporate tells me to do. He said, up until a year or so ago, I could make decisions and make choices and run the store. Not no more. I do what they tell me to do. So, for example, if I have this box of widgets, he gave me an example of maybe he said cookies or crackers. If he had crackers that was selling 3 pallets a day, or you had that on the corner as you walk in the store, and, and he gets a new diagram where to move things around because they move things around like every week, a thing or a couple things. Um, and they tell him to put these cookies in the inside aisle where he just had them and moved them over there, or he don't, or they don't even know he put them over there. When this stuff come down first started happening, they give him a diagram how they wanted the floor, and they told him to put the cookies back for this seller that was selling really good back to where he originally had it before he moved it there, where it wasn't even selling a case of cookies a day. So he took this from 1 case of cookies a day to 3 pallets of cookies a day. Corporate tells him to move it back or move it wherever, even though he knows it's not going to work, and put sunflower seeds there, for instance, something he knows not going to sell. He can't. He can do it, and when it don't sell, he still can't move it back. He has to keep it that way. And that's something like he gave me an example of. He said 6 months, a year ago, 2 years ago, I could have did whatever. Not no more. Like that, taking up that whole space there on that one pallet, that one item. I can't. I gotta stay there until it sells. I can't mark it down. I can't do nothing. Um, he says, all I can say is they pay me very well to uh, to tell me what to do. So they're taking away, corporate's taking away the voice of the people that have firsthand knowledge. The computer's doing it. Or some college graduate. That's another thing, the scams of the colleges. Because, like, you take nursing years ago, that was hands on training. Why can't an x ray person do hands on training to take x rays? Why do you have to have a 2 year degree now? Does an x ray technician really need to know the science behind how, knowing how to physically position someone to take x rays? When I was in school, worked in the hospital, I was a floater. I would help whatever department needed help, whether it was nursing, maintenance. Basically, I could go for a runner. But when I wasn't doing something, I was assigned to the x ray department hanging films, bones, mammograms. It took me like a day, maybe 2 days to learn how to properly hang them. Um, when they're comparing different things, and you have to hang scans too from nuclear sometimes. But anyway, you hang them. They had this board, a white like a computer monitor, it was all white, and you put the film up against that, hang it on those, or on a machine, and it just rotates around. That's which is what mine did. When you press a button, it just rotates. But it was lit up, and there was this translucent piece of film that would show the bones or tissue, whatever the picture they took in the X-ray department was. And that's how they did it. Just so I know some of you kids, you old people, I want to say you old farts. I will say you old farts. Um, the old farts are, you know what I'm talking about. You got to realize these kids, I say kids 20, 30 and younger, probably don't even know about a film X-ray. Or they put the board under you and take the picture and take that board. And I developed the film too. I could take it out of the little box, little plastic box, and I just put it in a machine and it run it, make sure the machine is in the dark room. I'd have to take the film out and put it in a machine. I would process it. And I'd have to make sure that and get a blank film to put in that cassette. Um, and make sure the machine had fluid in it. That's all it was when they were doing that. They weren't, I guess, before my time. They were actually developing it. Um, a human was developing it instead of the machine. They were taking the film and putting it in one. I think there's three solutions um, to developing your film. I'm sorry, I'm dipping the film in the solution. It's a flat tray. You put the film in, take it out. I don't know if you had to dry it off completely or not. And you put it in the next solution, let that drip off while it's hanging over the bin, and put it in the third rinse, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. It'd have to be a dark room. And it'd have like a red light on, something like my blue lights here when they were on. So anyway, I'm thinking a couple of days ago, I'm thinking, man, if I had this insurance that pays you a couple $100, like $200-300 a day every day you're in the hospital, besides the insurance you have, I'd be in the hospital telling them, fix me, find out what's wrong with me, put me out. I got to stop this. So, okay, so I go to the credit union to look for this insurance. I don't find it. I'm calling them, asking the young lady, person that wants to connect me to an insurance person like that sells vehicle insurance or houses. I said, no, that's not what it is. It's a plan. And the young person couldn't understand. So I'm getting peed off. I'm all stressed out over this. That ignorant person or a stupid person that has no common sense that couldn't comprehend this is not regular insurance, it's a plan. Like a dental plan. They thought the dental plan was regular insurance. So I'm getting stressed out still talking about this. So anyway, I had this going on. I Googled it, went to the website. It says not available in the state. I thought, what the hell? I really want this insurance. Is Franklin and Marshall insurance sue them or something? Anyway, I called them, got a number for them, and called them directly. Goes to Malaysia. Can't even understand the people. And this one took me an hour. They said, "Okay, go to this website." I did, and as soon as I entered it, it would redirect me to another website where I want me to log in. It says, "No, see where it says choose your state." I'm saying I don't see that. It takes me to a thing like wants me to log in. Do I have an old account? And I must have asked him 2, 3 times, see if I had an old account. He never did it. He kept saying, "See where it says choose your state?" I said, "No, it takes me to another thing." He said, "Restart your computer." I said, "Dude, I'm sorry. This is going on for a half an hour, an hour. I'm calling him every effing name in the book by now." Finally, he gets it. I said, "Now, why didn't you effing do that 30 minutes ago? You didn't tell me." "You're an effing liar," I tell him. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm having pain. Plus, I need to relax. I can feel the tightness in my chest. Oh, I told you without smoking that, it would do me good. Feels good. Thing is, it's so damn nice to have it every day, but you go look at the tolerance. So even if you do it, because I did it without 2, 3 days, my past 2, 3 weeks is the second or third time I did it. One time it was like 2, 3 days, and I could notice a difference. And I feel nice, totally relaxed, except for this here, my storytelling with all the shit that transpired with me lately in the past couple of days. Well, anyway, I dealt with that. And then something else I had to deal with. Oh, yeah. Shit. I did it up on another YouTube channel, not the walking one, but another one. None of them have no subscribers. There's a scam going out there about these review websites. I received an email. Congratulations, you got a review. And then the review, it talks trash. Then it said the review's gonna go live. It's gonna be on all the search engines or all the social media websites and search engines like Google. I can join. My business can join and be a member. So anyway, I click on this review. It goes to their website. 1 star review. The name was a Luna light shade that they use. Complete fake review. So I didn't know it was fake at this point. I didn't know this site was. My heart's really pounding now. It was still pounding, still from before, but it's really pounding now. I'm super stressed. Now, come to find out, this website was just created 10 days ago. They're changing up some now, but a day and a half ago, when I first looked at it, a day ago, um, most everybody had a 1 star review and only one review, pages after pages. I didn't know it. Some of the stuff was written in Chinese, but gave like a Salt Lake City, Utah address for the business name or for the business. I didn't know it at the time until a day later. This is the only United States these scammers or extortionists are doing. They're doing it all over. But review sites aren't to be trusted. BBB ain't to be trusted, but BBB can sometimes help. There was a 60-minute thing out. That's a news thing network. They did a segment on the Better Business Bureau probably 25, 30, probably more than that, probably 30, 40 years ago. And it's still true today. Business pay for BBB, and to keep an A rating, you got to donate more. You got to pay more. There's, I guess, complaints. You got to pay more and more, and they will keep your A rating. Um, that's why you can sometimes go to the Better Business Bureau and read all these complaints that are unresolved or really bad stuff on some of these people, and yet they have an A plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. But I think Trustpilot or something. I know I gave a company a legitimate review. Um, they fought it with Trustpilot. Trustpilot emailed me. I provided them my interaction I had with this company because they said they never had no interaction. And Trustpilot removed the review. I believe it's Trustpilot. Don't quote me on the name, but this is how the review sites work. You pay them money based on an extortion scam. And Amazon, people with competing businesses, especially if it's a niche business, will write bad reviews about the other business. I haven't done that. I won't do that. I did purchase one of my competitors' products one time. I just wanted to see how they were doing something because I was ready to start doing it the way I'm doing it now. I wanted to see if they were doing it the way I was ready to start doing it and the way I'm doing it now. So I did purchase a product, and I even had it sent to one of my suppliers directly instead of me, so they could help me figure something out. But already, because I was going to go a direction, wanted to see if they were in that direction. I didn't know if they were there yet or not, or if they're going to be ever going to be there. And that was a couple of years ago, but I'd never reviewed that product, even though I bought it and paid for it. But I guarantee you they did that to me because they had someone write their name on my Amazon review on my product. I probably hit $100,000 in sales briefly. It's a rolling 12 months, so we're at the end of last month. So when this month rolled around, I was back down to like 91, 92,000. I'm gonna hit maybe 101,000 this month. Pretty sweet, but it's a lot of work that I can't keep up. I'm having a hard time keeping up with anymore. But bills are getting paid down pretty good. Sales picked up a little bit on Amazon just this past 2 3 weeks. Thank God. Help me pay some more bills down. I need to get them paid off. But I just got a big shipment that's coming. That's a couple $1,000 bill. It is what it is. Seems like I can never get ahead. But I keep trying. That's all you can do. But I know nobody really wants a business. No family. In fact, the one family that did talk to me last time told that person also. You stopped talking to me twice before in my life. I had my mind made up the last time before you stopped talking to me the last time. The next time you did, it was the last time. I wasn't going to kiss your rear end to talk to you again years later, like I'd done before, twice. Person stopped talking to me about a year and a half, 2 years ago, took something I said, misconstrued. They just wanted the reason to stop talking to me. Because they were halfway ignoring me for the past 5 years before that anyway. Um, so maybe a while ago, and my birthday was, 2, 3 months ago. It was 2, 3 months ago. I got a image text from my relative, family member, brother or sister, and I just responded back to it also. What I just told you. I don't even know why they bothered, but I figured I was sending this because I'm losing my mind and I'm sick. So in 6 months, I won't know who you are, but I don't even know why you even bothered sending me this because I had my mind made up. Next time you stop talking to me, I wasn't going to kiss you around and talk to you. And the person's old, they're older than me, 5, 7 years. I know 2, 3 years ago, my oldest brother was in bad shape. I don't know if he passed away or not. And I told this person, I said, he owed me money, but it's not that. I helped him move. I gave him money to move the last time. They moved out of state. I never heard from him again. This is over 20 years ago. Would I go to the funeral? Kind of said something about me going to the funeral. I said, I wouldn't go. They wanted to know why. And I said, well, I don't even know who they are anymore. They stole the money from me, but I also gave them money to move out, state to help them out again, to help them out. And they don't know who I am? Uh, why would I go? They can't even say hi, even on Facebook. I'm done with Facebook. Facebook's as has been as far as I'm concerned. Facebook's gone away. It's gone away like MySpace. But Facebook learned enough information about it. That's something else you kids need to learn. And some of you old bastards. Um, like Google, they're not giving you an email for free. Facebook's not giving you that for free on their website. That's costing them a lot of money. It's because you are the product. Everything you do, they're recording, they're feeding it in the computer. What do you think teaching AI all this? Our email conversations, our behaviors. But anyway, back to with this insurance thing. So I'm calling the person. I said, wouldn't that be? Then he tried to say, I never told him to look me up. I, you know, I call him an effing liar. And I'm surprised. Malaysia, man, you can really call them all kinds of names. They stay on the phone. No shit. This is calling me down talking because I had nobody to talk to. It's up to you. which is actually the camera. I'm gonna put a little puppet or something over it, or a little teddy bear, and give it a name, so act like I'm talking to someone. But yeah, there was a time you pick up the phone and talk to somebody, got a human that answered in a timely manner, not press this option, that option, or talk to some computer. I don't think it's progress. I know Russia, the leader of Russia, was talking about ending the world. Let's face it, if it really ended today, would it be a big loss? And it's a shame. These people come into this country back in the 80s. They trashed it. There's never no trash laying out in the streets like you have now. And by the time a lot of people were 25, 30, they had a pretty good, decent paying job, whether in a factory or an office or a hospital or whatever. And yeah, nurses, they had like, I know the nursing hospital then was in the hospital. They'd go to class and work in the hospital for like a year or two. Why can't they have that now? I mean, they do the second year. This is how they started. This is how the nurses learn on the job training. And X-ray technicians, I don't even know they went to class at all. I think they just started shadowing somebody, following somebody, and learning from them. Same thing with respiratory. I know that's how respiratory used to be. Why do you need a 2 year degree for some of that crap? It's a money making thing from the rich. They get involved with the schools, whether public or for profit. I mean, schools tuition's crazy, and then these schools get handouts from the government, so they charge higher fees. They pay these people in on this more money to teach. They charge people more. They borrow more money from the government to pay the college, which pays all these rich people. I want my degree is healthcare. My instructor wasn't in the hospital for 10, 15 years. And then he was only in the field for maybe a couple of years because he was a police officer before that. And I thought he was a good instructor. They teach to the examination, to the test. And there was a person in the college in the department that worked for the college that was on the state board that knew exactly what was on the test or the exam. They teach you to pass the test. Just like computers. They teach you to pass the test, but when you get out in the real world, you have no idea what you're doing. But everybody insists on hiring somebody with a degree versus someone with 20 years experience. Tell me why that is. Then the scamming website, back to that, man. So anyway, I got this email saying I can pay to take it down. Go to the website, wants me to pay $50 to claim my business, take it down. So I looked at all the reviews they have on here. When I first looked at it, most of them were 1-star reviews of everybody. People in Europe, I've seen that in Europe, in Canada, Netherlands. So they did a lot of businesses they're extorting money from. Um, I reported this to internet crime thing, IC3 or whatever. So they may or may not look at it. They got lots of stuff. I also called my federal representative up, and here's another example of a fucking idiot. Called my federal representative up. Y'all know I'm in Florida. Representative's named Darren Soto. So called the number up, his Washington D.C. number, got to the switchboard, and they put me over. There's a switchboard that connects you to. They put me over at Darren Soto. Guy answered to ask the guy to go to his website, trying to show him that it's a scam, tell him what happened about this email and his fake review. He says it's not coming up. I said, yes, it does. He said, well, they took it down. It's not coming up. And he wanted to keep arguing with me. I said, is there someone else I can talk to there? Nope. Um, he said, call your local police. I'm like, what? He could care less. So I hang up, trying to find out my other person's number. No, so I look up this guy's local phone number. It's Darren Soto. The local number. Another intern, young man, sounded just the same as the first one. But he swore he wasn't that one. He was in Washington. I told him what happened, and this young man said, "Okay, wow." He said, and he meant it. He said, "I'll pass this on to my supervisors immediately, and also get it to proper authorities." Also, it's called trustedbizreviews.com. But so I was really stressed out over this shit. And then I called up about my bicycle FedEx took back. That was another thing. Nobody ever gave me an update. They said, well, as soon as they get it back, we're going to call and see if they got it back yet. But you know they did. You can track it. I'm just so stressed out. There's too much bullshit to deal with, man. I don't know how you young people are going to do it. I really don't. It fucking sucks. All I can say is do everything you can to stay calm. Try and relax. I myself can finally see it in my face and I lost weight. I like it, but I don't, I knew I needed something to eat. I ate something microwave tonight. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit better. This is the best I felt in 5, 6 days, but my heart, my stress, still going crazy. And it sucks. So I'm going to put a link to the video I did about this extortion scamming review website. I showed the email I got, this and that. Unfortunately, I left the business name show briefly. So if somebody really wanted to search, they can find it. I crossed some of it out, but there was still one or two things I didn't. Um, somebody wants to give me bad reviews or talk shit, I look like a dickhead or I sound like a dick, whatever, they can. I don't give a fuck. Rat's ass anymore. I gotta hold it in to like the preheat or whatever till it melts it. Yeah, so after this, I'm gonna go flour again. This might take me, the way I'm going now, it might take me a month. Oh, I gotta order something for my friend. The birthday's coming up soon. I guess I can do that and bullshit at the same time, right? Get my mind off things. Okay. I hate this. Uh, it's trying to log in there. I think I was in here before. That's if you haven't. Searching their website for something. What the heck? Okay, I found it on Amazon, but I don't want to buy it on Amazon. Is that what they call it? No. Can't find it. I can't find it. Products. They don't have it. Okay, this might be it. I might have found it. I can't keep track of this damn thing's on and off. But anyway, I had a hell of a go at it this past week. It fucking sucked. So I did, we'll have a link to that scamming website. Have you got an email saying somebody left you a review, want you to pay $20 or $50 because the price fluctuates? And it was a bad review. It was a scamming website. Even though they did put some good reviews up a couple hours after I first seen it. So they're still working on this website. And I want to see something here. No, no views. That don't surprise me. I put trusted biz review scam extortion website. Oh, I got a website for me. I got two of them. One is I think it's, let me see what it is. I don't want to give you the wrong thing. My web browser's frozen. 2-minute windows are open. There it goes. myweed420.com. You do a website. You do a background with a flower on. All I'm going to do basically just have it like this video, the last YouTube video I did up there on that website. Maybe another video. I'm not sure yet, but that's all. And what the videos rotate as I put a new one here, the new one will automatically go there. And I thought I did another one. Yeah, close some of these browser windows out. Most of them are from the scam site. Oh, then it called Synchrony Bank. Oh my God, today. Same thing. Philippines, no, Malaysia. And I'm pretty well done with Synchrony anyway, and they use their store cards. Okay. I'm in my domain thing. I'm looking for this other website. There's. I have to log in again. Okay. It's called 52citywalks.com. Forgot where I had it registered at. That's what that domain register was. Didn't see it. So I had to go into my new server. It's at InMotion Hosting. Now, if you all go there, if you all have a website and switch over, reach out to me. I think I can give you a link to it. I never really did this. I should be able to give you a link, and you should be able to get a couple dollars off for both of us. I'm not sure. And my cell phone is visible, which is off. Verizon owns it. It's just Verizon off brand, where you pay for it up front, but it's dirt cheap, $25, $35. They only have 5G where I live at, but I got the better service, and I'm pretty well happy with it. Like $35, everything unlimited, hotspot, everything, unlimited hotspot. Unheard of. Oh, I have a TCL Roku TV, and for the longest time, my remote, I'd have to point at it and really hit the buttons, even though I'm straight 20 feet away from it right now or so. I have to hit the buttons two, three, four times. So I bought another one from Amazon. This is the one from Amazon. I bought this a while ago, and it's the same darn thing with this one. I'm telling you this in case you have a remote problem. If you stay with me this far, tune in at some point. I just bought this one. It's their second edition. And I just closed up the box a lot. This is what it looks like. Don't know why that sticker's over it for the UPC code. Unless this is third party that somebody sent in there. But it says something under that sticker. I don't know what it says. You know we're going to find out, don't you? But that sticker could be a security tag. It looks like it might be like a security tag. Because I don't know if something's printed in it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a security tag. But there's a UPC here too. But anyway, this is the second edition, I guess. Upgrade to the Roku Ultimate Roku Remote. This is a voice remote. Yeah. Roku Voice Remote Pro second edition. USB-C charging. I'd rather have the batteries, I think. But right here it is. Have it charging. I'm sure it's probably charged by now. How you tell it's charged, I don't know. I didn't read it that far. I can see that charging port getting dirty, but that's probably the way it's planned because there's no cover. There's a microphone thing here. Um, Check this out. Well, I'm pointing at you. TV 90 degrees that way. Supposed to be a. Just come up. There's supposed to be a. Because I reset the TV. There's supposed to be a smart picture. Option. Yeah, I reset the TV and the menu's different. It had some better options. Cause I had gotten this TV. This TV was given to me by a friend of mine. She passed away, Mary, a couple of years ago. Shortly after I got it, I had to take it in and get it worked on. It was like $500. The LED went bad on it and stuff. And the people that worked on it, I guess they tested it out or they watched it for a while because the lady, it had the guy at the TV shop, it had a mom and pop shop. It had her email and her name in there. Somebody by the name of Kathy in their email, I guess. Um, she was agent. I don't know if agents have Kathy as a name or not, but that's whose email was in there. On the TV, and I just now, after years, finally erased it. And to do that, you got to reset the whole TV back to factory settings. And it looks like after it reset, it has better menu options. And I've this TV for shoot probably 5 6 years, probably about 5 6 years old. So if you have an older Roku, maybe do a factory reset on it to get better menus. I haven't played with it yet, but this remote, I can point it at you, and it works for that way. It works over Wi-Fi. And watch this. Okay. Hey Roku, what time is it?
It's 3:33 a.m.
You can talk to it. Tells you what time it is. You can tell it to go to different channels. Pretty sweet. Like $30 for how nice it is, and not have to deal with that other BS. I think it's pretty nice. So it could be the TV sensor's never been right on this TV. I don't know. I gotta take a pill. No, it's not a little blue pill either. Sickos. I mean, it's not like I never took them. I just want to say that it's not. It felt good. June 25th is coming up. Make a comment, please. Something. At least 2 gifts I'm gonna send out. If you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, I'll give you a gift right now. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. And hugs. There's your gift if you're not in the United States. But yeah, a little history. Back, I guess, around the 90s, something happened over in Russia. It might have been called USSR back then. Yet, I know something happened. I don't know if it was an earthquake or what. The United States gave them a lot of money. The United States has given every country a lot of money. Nobody's given the United States money. A lot of countries, even Iran, look at the Iran arms or Contra deal or whatever. We were friends with Iran at one time, I guess. but every country gives us crap. Say the United States is the richest, wealthiest country in the world. So say our country budget or however they count it by the amount of money that they spend on defense. Say it's 5%. And just say the income or goods or whatever or wealth is 100 trillion. So we're spending $5 trillion, 5% on defense. But you take like Australia, say their world or whatever income is 1 trillion. They're only spending 5 million, I believe. And now that we're broke, we help every country out over the years. Problem is, we're spending 5 or 8% of our income on defense. Australia might be spending 5% on defense. Germany maybe 2%. France maybe 1%. Shouldn't they be spending the same amount for their income? Everybody being paid the same percentage of their income? Towards it, or should it be like the tax system? But they have write-offs in it. I was going to say the more you make, the more money you have in the tax system, the more you pay into the federal taxes. But there's all kinds of write-offs and loopholes, like Amazon. What they pay? Nothing in 1 year, not too long ago. So yeah, it should be like the poor people where you have no choice. You got to pay. You pay the flat tax, that percentage, whatever that percentage is for that year. But anyway, felt good to finally smoke. Gave me some relief. Felt good to finally talk to you. The way I'm feeling, I don't even know how long I'm going to go on. I mean, nobody wants to die. I just feel like my number's coming up really soon. I sort of hate to say that because I'm afraid I could pass away in here and nobody, one of the two people I talk to every now and then, won't know for a couple of days, and the dog will be in here by herself and pass away. So I try and keep her a big water dish or two filled for her, just in case something like that would happen. And the dog's too polite to go in her own food and get her own food bag out, the dry food out of the bag. So I'm scared for my puppy. I think the world of her. In fact, she wanted to play tonight. I tried to play. I wasn't feeling well, and I said to somebody, I said, man, if I could find somebody that I knew would take good care of her, She lays on a leather sofa, sleeps on a leather sofa, sleeps in bed, gets hugged, gets her own way. So I would let somebody have her, somebody younger that would play with her. Much it would break my heart, I would do it. I would do it for her. She wants to play. I'm too old to play. I mean, another year or two, she definitely probably ain't gonna want to play much. I'm just hoping she don't start getting the hip problems. There was something I used to give my other dogs. It was called Actus Satin. It's pretty expensive, but it definitely helped. Because I didn't think anything was helping. I tried different things, took her on, put her off. And the second time I tried like 2 more weeks longer, and I could see a difference. It took like maybe 6 weeks or so. It's called Actus Satin. It's originally made for horses, the formula, and then they changed it to dogs, and they make something for people too, I guess. And something happened with the company, and I guess some other company took it over now, but the company just like went away. But now it's back. I haven't tried it. I don't know. I'm probably a little afraid to try it. But yeah, 52 city walks. And I ain't think the other one's on here yet. Is that called My? Yeah, myweed420.com. MYWEED 420.com. Maybe some pot shop might want to buy that name. Because most of the weed days are already taken up. Or somebody selling seeds. I thought about ordering seeds and growing some plants, but it's so damn cheap. But I just do it for the experience, just for the try it. Wouldn't know the hell what I was doing, but I may try it. It's illegal to grow your own right now. So anyway, I'm gonna let you fine folks go. And remember that scam site. I'll put a link to that down below. So if you or anybody that has a small business got an email or something got scammed, if you know anybody has a small business, let them know it's a scam. Don't let them get stressed out like I did. All right, I'll talk to you all later.